The general public has been aware of thermal sensors since Predator, but how much of that is based in reality and how much of that is movie magic? Today's video is the first in a series looking at thermography, what it is, and a lot of times what it isn't. Thermal sensors work in a very specific way, and the methodology of utilizing them is similarly specific. For today, we're going to bust a common thermal myth, that is, that they can see through walls. No, they can't. In fact, thermal imagers can't even see through glass. Take this example. We have a thermal drone sitting on a desk pointing at our office door. With the RGB sensor, we can see through the window in the door. We can see the sidewalk, the cars, and trees, and of course, a person walking into the frame. Then let's switch over to the thermal sensor. I can't see anything beyond the glass. Why is that? Well, the reason we can see through the glass with the RGB sensor is because light can pass through the glass, which is received by the sensor and processed into an image. A thermal sensor detects thermal radiation of whatever the sensor is pointed at, in this case, the glass. The thermal radiation emitted by the objects behind the glass can't pass through the glass and be detected by the sensor. Additionally, because glass is reflective of thermal radiation, we're also seeing some radiation from the room reflected in the glass. Now let's take this example just a bit further. We can now see a handprint on the glass of the door. What we're seeing is the transfer of thermal or heat energy from the person's hand to the glass. So we're not actually seeing his hand, we're seeing the part of the glass that is warmer than the rest of the glass because his hand is touching it. It's also worth mentioning that this principle works in exactly the same way with water. Your thermal sensor simply will not detect anything below the surface. So stay tuned to the channel because we'll be mixing in more thermography myths in our content. And if you have any thermal questions you'd like answered, drop them in the comments below and reach out to ask@rmus.com. And as always, make sure you subscribe to the channel for the latest in drones and robotics.